Yeah, let's go. I ain't the first with the curse, with the thirst that I wanna be better, not worse, man it hurts. I'm on this earth with my words and I put them all together, insert, cause I wanna have worth. Working hella hard till they put me in the dirt. Gonna go far, man, listen to my words. Gonna be a star, man, life's like a blur. When you're working this hard, yeah, you get what you deserve. Yeah, I ain't taking a backseat, I'm passing anybody else who is rapping. I'm nasty, ain't nobody able to catch me. They gasping, they cannot compare, they can't match me. I'm at half speed, I got your girl and she laughing and dancing, hanging on my butt, she asking to crash with me, smash with me. She savage, she wants cash money and she knows that I live lavishly. I wanna live, I'm cold inside, give all I have just to feel alive. I fight to live, I fight to strive. One day I'll have what I want. I want the whole world in the palm of my hand. I got a plan, I'm the man. Now I'm teaching the game, a veteran, better than anybody else who tests me. I'm ready, looking in my hand and it's steady. I'm trending, ascending and blending, lyrical bending. Now I'm spreading and getting my name out now. Yeah, they hearing me laugh, all the crowds repping the sound. I'm hitting the ground, running, up and coming, ain't nothing. Yeah, rookie of the year, I'ma keep it 100. Cold-blooded, no budget, from nothing to something. I ain't bluffing, I got a full hand and a full plan. I ain't gonna stop till I'm at the top, man. Every single drop got me feeling awesome. I'm about to pop, started from the bottom, yeah. I wanna live, I'm cold inside, give all I have just to feel alive. I fight to live, I fight to strive. One day I'll have what I want in life.
Well, good afternoon, race fans, and welcome to iRacing to Outlaws TV. Tonight it's round number 7, the penultimate round of the Jsi Sundays SPEEDCAR Short Track Super Series live here tonight at the Lucas Oil Speedway. My name is Matt Bailey. Thank you for watching along here tonight. Going to be a cracking show. Can't wait to see what this racetrack does for us here this evening. Qualifying is currently underway at the moment, race fans, and at the moment it is Riley Stewart, currently quick time with a 14.706. You're back to Leo Heaton with a 14.870. Nathan Vanderwacker with a 14.896. Then you're back to Craig Plater with a 14.968. So as cars out there at the moment, track already starting to come in, which is a good sign. As Todd Atkins is upside down in his qualifying lap there. So Nick Ryan on the speedway. Can he go any quicker in his qualifying session? No, he doesn't with a 14.981. So 14.981 for Nick Ryan. So as we have all cars pretty much qualified so far, we've got in excess of 40 speed cars in the field for tonight, race fans. Can't wait to see what's going to happen out here on the racing surface for tonight. Awesome little bull ring of a racetrack we have here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. So going to be an awesome night's worth of racing. Can't wait to see who's going to take out tonight's Speed Car A main here at Lucas Oil tonight. So as we get set now to roll over to heat racing competition very soon, we'll just go through your top 10 in qualifying. So Riley Stewart will stay quick time with a 14.706 in back to Leo Heaton. Nathan Vanderwacker, Craig Plater in back to Nick Ryan. Josh Walton in position 6. Todd Atkins in 7. Cody Metcalf in 8. Then back to Aston Rodriguez and Cody Malley to round out your top 10 here in qualifying tonight. So as we get set now to unleash these guys, heat racing coming up very soon here, race fans, here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. So massive big thanks to everyone that has tuned in across the last 6 weeks with the Jsi Sundays SPEEDCAR Short Track Super Series, where we kicked it all off back at the Cedar Lake Speedway, where we saw a cracking SPEEDCAR A main. And we've now got the Jsi Thursdays as well with the State of Origin, which we conducted on Thursday night just gone, where we saw Victoria take out round number 1. So can't wait to see what will happen in round number 2. If you missed all the action, race fans, be sure to go back and check out all the action. It's all saved on Facebook and on YouTube. So if you want to check it out, head over to our YouTube channel at iRacing Outlaws TV live broadcasting, or you can check out our Facebook page if you're watching along here tonight at iRacing Outlaws TV. So be sure to tune in, race fans. It's going to be a cracking night's worth of racing here at Lucas Oil Speedway tonight. So as we get set very soon to roll over to heat racing competition, as Riley Stewart will, like I said, remain quick time. So cool to see Riley Stewart out in the field for tonight. So as qualifying is now done and dusted, race fans, qualifying complete. We'll check out your official results as Riley Stewart will stay quick time with a 14.706. Then you can go back to Leo Heaton, Nathan Vanderwacker, Craig Plater, Nick Ryan, Josh Walton, Todd Atkins, Cody Metcalf, Aston Rodriguez, and Cody Malley to round out your top 10 in qualifying tonight. Heat race number 1 about to line up on the speedway, and it's going to be Riley Stewart in the 96 car for NLRA. He'll start from position 1. To his outside from Western Australia, driving car number 81 for Hobbs, Trenching and Boring, and Beat the Dark. That is Josh Walton. Cooper Wilson, his teammate, will start the 14 car from position 3. Jarvis Petch in the 51 from 4. Lachlan O'Shea in the 44 will start from 5, with Hato Bish in the 59 from 6. Blake Board in the 2 from 7. Emerson O'Shea will start the 68 from 8. Brendan Randall, the 93 from 9. And Harry Stewart, the 21 car, will start from position number 10. So watch the 21 machine come from the back of the field in this one. So I know that the paints program is working. For some reason, it just doesn't want to work right now. So we're going to reboot it just very quickly. So heat race number 1 is We Are Green. 10 laps is the distance. Down to turn 1 and 2 we go. Riley Stewart is your early race leader. Down the back straight away we go. Into corners number 3 and 4. Walton looks to the bottom. In turn 3 and 4 right now. Down the main straight away we go. Back down to turn 1 and 2. We got 1 lap in the books. We got 9 laps to go. Here in heat race number 1. Through turn number 3 and 4 this time by, and down the main straightaway. With now 2 in the books and 8 to go. 3 wide though in turn 1 and 2. Harry Stewart from the back of the bus up to position number 2 now with a slider. In turn 3 and 4 and down the main chute we go. We've got 7 laps to go here in heat race number 1, and Harry Stewart is closing in that number 11 car right now. running the top side of the speedway in turn 3 and 4. Darks back down to the bottom side in turn number 1. Right on the bottom side is your race leader, though. Harry Stewart is right there with your race leader. In turn number 3 and 4 we go. This time with 5 laps to run. Into turn number 1 and 2 this time, and Harry Stewart again tries to make contact down the back straight away. Can't do so with a wheel stand in turn 1 and 2. Through turn number 3 and 4 though, Stewart to the top side. In turn 3 and 4, this time back down to turn 1. In turn 1 and 2 we go. Harry Stewart trying to track down your race leader into turn number 3 and 4. Just over 2/10 in it down the main straightaway this time by with 3 laps to go. Harry Stewart again looks to the inside for the race lead. Can't get the job done though. Riley Stewart protects the bottom side. Into turn number 3 and 4 this time by we go. This time with 2 laps to run. The 2-lap signal is out now for your race leader, Riley Stewart. Into turn number 1 and 2 we go. Harry Stewart is right there as well. Meanwhile, no family relation between these two guys. These guys are just out there racing. 1 lap to go now here in heat race number 1. Back down to turn 1 and 2. Stewart lost a little bit of momentum there in turn 1 and 2. Down the back straight away we go for the final time. Into turn number 3 and 4. Who's it going to be at the start line? Riley Stewart will win heat race number 1. Harry Stewart was settled for second. Jarvis Petch for third. Josh Walton in the top 4. Race fans, bang your hands together for your top 2 out on the racetrack. What a race. As Riley Stewart heads back to the pit area. We'll get your official results up though for heat race number 1 by .253 at the start line. Riley Stewart gets the job done over Harry Stewart. Jarvis Petch, Josh Walton are your top 4 transferring from heat race number 1. Unfortunately for Cooper Wilson, Haydo Bish, Blake Borden, Lachlan O'Shea, Brendan Randall and Emerson O'Shea, they will start in positions in one of 2 last chance qualifiers here tonight. Heat race number 2 about to line up on the speedway, and it's going to be Leo Heaton, car number 26, will start on pole. Todd Atkins in car number 38 will start on his outside. James Oliver, car number 91, will start from position 3 with Bailey Carter, the 58C from 4. Ian Milnes in car 33 will start from 5. Jack Murphy in the 55 from 6. Jason Crawford, the JSI Racing Sim Sports team number 12, will start from 7 with Colin O'Toole in the 62 from position number 8. From Western Australia, driving car number 20 tonight, that'll be Bentley Summers to his outside for United Sim Sports, driving car number 48. That'll be Bradley Oldfield. So as we get set now to go green, heat race number 2. As the paints program should be loaded in just a moment. So here we go, race fans. Time to go green now. Heat race number 2 as they roll intensively down the back straight. 10 laps on the board. Top 2 through to our pole shuffle. Top 4 through to the A main. Here we go, 10 on the board. Heat race number 2. We're green. Down to turn number 1 and 2. We got one car, that pogo stick, big time in turn 1 and 2. And we're cautioned for the first time here tonight in heat race number 2. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Well, as they say in Speedway, one will learn when it's time to learn. So as we get set to let them loose once again here in heat race number 2. So I'm not sure who it was that pogo sticked off into turn number 1. I think that may have been Colin O'Toole, who went for a ripper into turn 1 and 2. So as we get set now, heat race number 2 set for a restart. Heaton and Oliver on the front row. Bailey Carter, Jack Murphy in row 2. Todd Atkins, Jason Crawford, row 3. Time to go green. Here we go. Good start down to turn 1 and 2. Cars on the top side of the speedway. Nearly 3 wide off turn number 2, though, with a wheel stand from one car down the back straight. Wow, wow, wee. Off turn number 4, though. 2 laps in the books and car upside down. Todd Atkins, it is in the 36. Yellow flag once again in turn 1 and 2. Todd Atkins was upside down. So it looks like unfortunate situation for Todd Atkins. So as we get set once again, restart time here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Again, we appreciate all you guys tuning in tonight. Can't wait to see what this racetrack's going to do. It's already starting to wear in very nicely in turn 1 and 2 and also in turn 3 and 4. So as we get set once again, you can see that slick line forming already on the top side of turn number 3. So as we get set now, restart time. Pace car about to pull off the racetrack as it does in turn number 1 and 2. Heads back to the pit area. So here we go. Time to go back to green. Off turn number 4. Heaton jumps back on the gas as we go back to green. Good restart. Back down to turn number 1 and 2. We've got a big crash in turn number 1. Not ideal. Hopefully all cars kept it going. Off turn number 4 this time by, though. Down the main straightaway. Working lap number 5 now. Is 6 laps to go. In turn 1 and 2. Down the back chute this time by into turn number 3 and 4. Leo Heaton is your race leader. Back through turn 1 and 2 we go. Down the back straight away this time by with 4.5 laps this time into turn number 3 and 4. And yellow flag once again upside down. A car in turn number 3 and 4. So it looks like not the night for some drivers here tonight here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Had an awesome race in heat race number 1. Unfortunately, sometimes can't replicate it. So as we get set once again to let these guys loose. 5 laps left on the board. Here in heat race number 2 tonight. We should have 5 heat races on the calendar. So as we get set to let these guys loose in just a moment, we should be getting set this time by. Pace car off the racetrack. So Heaton, Oliver, Oldfield, and Jason Crawford are your top 4 in heat race number 2 thus far here tonight. So back to green we go off turn 4. Heaton jumps away nicely back down to turn number 1 and 2 with 4 laps left to go. Here in heat race number 2, down the back straight away this time by into turn number 3 and 4. Heaton on the top side. Slide job, though, for second for Bradley Oldfield. Oliver looks to fight back. Back down to turn number 1 and 2 we go. Oliver looks to the bottom side. Regains second place over Bradley Oldfield. Through turn number 3 and 4 this time by we go as the cameras now look up at your second and third place getters. Into turn 1 and 2 we go. Oliver, slide job from Jason Crawford in turn 1 and 2 for the fourth position. Oh my giddy aunt race fans. These guys are fighting tooth and nail right now. 1 lap to go. Into turn number 1 and 2 this time by as Jason Crawford uses the sideline to his advantage down the back straight away. Into turn number 3 and 4. Oldfield though looks to the top side in turn 3 and 4. Couple of cars banging together off turn number 4 though. Leo Heaton is your race winner. Second will go to James Oliver. Good run there by second and third position. And congratulations to Leo Heaton on that heat race win. We'll take a look at your final results, though, for heat race number 2. So it was Leo Heaton, James Oliver, Bradley Oldfield, Bentley Summers, your top 4. Then you're back to O'Toole, Crawford, Milnes, Carter, Murphy, and Atkins. Your top 10. Heat race number 3, about to line up on the speedway. It's going to be Nathan Vanderwacker, car number 88 for Vortex Sim Sports will start on pole. Cody Metcalf in car number 18 will start on his outside. TJS Sim Sports number 1 machine of Tyler Stralo will start from position number 3, with Lachlan Barbary in car 47 will start from position number 4. Cameron O'Brien in car number 69 will 69, I think it is, will start from position number 5. Jamie Higgs in the 84 from 6. Brad Rolfe in the 222 from 7. James Rice in the 5 from 8. Michael Mills in the 39 from 9. And Oscar Ames in car 99 will start from position number 10. So as we get set now, heat race number 3. Here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Set for a start though, race fans. Time to go racing. 10 on the board. Heat race number 3 and we're green. Good start from Nathan Vanderwacker down to turn number 1 and 2. Jumps away nicely to the early race lead. Into turn number 3 and 4 we go though, this time by Metcalf on the top side of the speedway. 1 down, 9 to run. Into turn number 1 and 2. We got 1 car looking to the inside. That'll be Tyler Stralo, the Motor Guard number 1 car. In turn 3 and 4 this time by we are yellow. So yellow flag already in heat race number 3. Looks like maybe Oscar Ames or Lachlan Barbary. Possibly in that one. So as we get set now, resumption heat race number 3. Should be getting set for a restart. So it looks like a bit of a stressful night in the office. So as we get set for our final round next week. So as we get set now for a restart. Time to go back to green here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Race fans, Nathan Vanderwacker and Cody Metcalf. Square off once again on the front row. We go back to green. Good start back down to turn 1 and 2. Vanderwacker on the bottom side of the speedway. Stralo quickly up to second already in turn 1 and 2. Turn 3 and 4 we look at this time by Cameron O'Brien. It is on the bottom side of the speedway. Try to make something happen already in that number 37 machine. Nathan Vanderwacker, though, jumps away in turn number 3 and 4. Higgs, though, looks for second over Stralo. They're 3 wide, though, coming off turn number 4. Back down to turn 1 and 2 we go this time by Banging and Clanning, 3 wide in turn 1 and 2. Wowee, that was some hot stuff there in turn 1 and 2. That went from 0 to 300 very quickly. Meanwhile, 5 laps left to run here in heat race number 3. Back down to 1 and 2. As Oscar Ames now up to the second position. Into turn number 3 and 4 this time by, though. Down the main straightaways, Nathan Vanderwacker leads with 4 laps left to run here in heat race number 3. Back down to turn number 1 and 2 we go. As we got one car absolutely ripping around the top lip at the moment. Into turn number 3 and 4. This time by and down the main straightaway, Cody Metcalf. Looks like he's the car that's trying to rip it around the lip at the moment. In turn 1 and 2. Down the back stretch we go. Oscar Ames is on screen. Here's the car currently running in the second position. Backs off big time, though, in turn number 3 and 4. Tries to settle the car down on the bottom side of the racetrack to try and find that grip coming off the corner. Back down to turn number 3 and 4 this time by 1 lap to go, though, for your race leader of Nathan Vanderwacker. Through turn number 1 and 2 we go, though, this time by Vanderwacker. Down the back chute we go, this time by into turn number 3 and 4. And it will be Nathan Vanderwacker getting the job done. Adjust. Oscar Ames will settle for second. Cameron O'Brien third, and Cody Metcalf will round out your top 4. So as we get set now to take a look at your results, though, heat race number 3. There it is of Nathan Vanderwacker, Oscar Ames, Cam O'Brien, Cody Metcalf, your top 4 from that one. So here we go, race fans. Time now for heat race number 4. It's going to be Craig Plater from Warrnambool, Victoria. We'll start the NLRA number 69 machine. Will start on pole. Aston Rodriguez in car number 30 will start from 2. Rowan Jones and the Jones Racing 25 will start from position number 4. Cam Brooks in car number 12 will start from position number 4. With Thomas Mitchell of WA02 will start from position number 5. Caden Davies will start the 17 car from position number 6. Zane O'Toole in the 78 from 7. Tony Walsh in the 16 will start from 8. Alex Gavia in car 32 will start from 9. And new upcoming sprint car superstar Kobe Wright will start the 99 machine from position number 10. So time now. Heat race number 4. Set to go green. Pace car off the circuit. He got a heat race win last week and made it all the way through to the back end of the pole shuffle. Craig Plater, what's he got in the tank here tonight here at Lucas Oil Speedway? Time to go green, though. 10 on the board. Green lights on. Good start from Plater, though, through turn 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway for the first time. Into turn number 3 and 4 we go. All one car around on the bottom side of the racetrack. Slide job, though. 3 wide, nearly contact there. In turn number 3 and 4 this time by. Rodriguez looks to the top side of the speedway. Rowan Jones through the middle part. Craig Plater now relegated back to position number 3 in the 69 machine. Cam Brooks still back there in the final transfer spot in car number 12. Top side of the speedway, though. Aston Rodriguez on the top side at the moment. It's Craig Plater not going away in the 69 car. Through turn number 3 and 4 this time by and down the main straightaway. Plater trying to make up some ground now in the 69 machine. Back down to turn 1 and 2. He knows what to do now with this race car. Into turn number 3 and 4. Absolutely, he belted the lip in turn number 3. Hits it perfectly coming off turn number 4 though. Back down to turn number 1 as Cam Brooks got a little bit close there to Craig Plater in turn 1 and 2. Turn number 3 and 4 we negotiate this time by down the main straight away as Rowan Jones is your race leader. Second at the moment is Aston Rodriguez. Third is Craig Plater. Fourth is Cam Brooks and fifth is Thomas Mitchell. Through turn 3 and 4 this time by down the main straight away with 3 laps left to go. Here in heat race number 4, back down to 1 and 2. We go this time by down the back straight. Into corners number 3 and 4 this time as Aston Rodriguez trying to negotiate in turn 1 and 2 now. Nearly contact there in turn 1 and 2 as Rodriguez makes it through for the race lead. Into turn number 3 and 4 we go. New race leader Aston Rodriguez with 1 lap to run now. Into turn number 1 and 2 this time. Down the back straight away though for the final time into turn number 3 and 4. Aston Rodriguez makes a little bit of a mistake there in turn 3 and 4 though, but he will claim heat race number 4. Second will go to Rowan Jones. Third will go to Craig Plater and fourth will go to Cam Brooks. So we're getting through these heat races pretty nice and easy here tonight. So there is your results on your screen right now, race fans. Heat race number 4 results. Rodriguez, then you go back to Jones, Plater, Brooks, Mitchell, Wright, Davies, then you go back to O'Toole, Walsh, and Gavia. Rounding out your 10 cars in heat race number 4. Heat race number 5 about to line up on the speedways. They are right now. Nick Ryan in car number 7 for NLRA will start from position number 1. Cody Malley in the Beat the Dark, Hobbs Trenching and Boring number 88 machine will start from position number 2. Brock Thompson, car 61, will start from 3. Curtis Jackson in car number 6 will start from 4. Luke Johnson in the NLRA number 76 car will start from 5. Corey Borden in car number 7 will start from 6. Jason Burke, the Jsi Racing Sim Sports team, car number 74 from South Australia will start from 7. Graham Nucky, I'm going to go with that. Car number 22 will start from 8. Darcy Wilson, the 5 car from 9, and Heath Dyke in car number 36 will start from position number 10. So, 5th and final heat race of the night here tonight, race fans here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Up next, we will have our last chance qualifier races. For the guys that haven't made it through directly to our A-main here tonight, they will be given one more chance to try and do so. So here we go, race fans, heat race number 5. On the speedways, they roll through turn number 3 and 4. 10 laps on the board. Lights are out. Time to go green. Heat race number 5, 10 on the board as we are green. Good start down to turn number 1 and 2 we go. Thompson hits the infield track to try and unsettle the race car big time. Through turn number 3 and 4 this time by Curtis Jackson. Now looks for second place going into turn number 1. The 11 machine on the top side of the speedway. Cody Malley, the local Victorian in the 88 machine, looking on the bottom side of the racetrack now. Takes the race lead off turn number 4 though. Back down to 1 and 2 this time. Nick Ryan is not going to like that. In the 7 car. Through turn 3 and 4 this time by though. Curtis Jackson. He's on the cushion. Back down to 1 and 2. He did it last week at Limeland Motorsports Park. Tonight he's doing it again here at Lucas Oil Speedway. On the top side of the racetrack now goes Jackson. Round the top side of Nick Ryan. Drives straight past him into turn number 1. Curtis Jackson is making that race car work perfectly right now on the top side. Off turn number 4, down the main straight away this time by. Back down to 1 and 2 we go. Jackson on the edge of the racetrack. Into turn number 3 and 4 we go. Jackson, this time by, takes the race lead off turn number 4. Back down to turn number 1 we go. Jackson now to the race lead. Malley relegated back to position number 2 as Nick Ryan now relegated back to the 3rd. 3 laps left to go now for Curtis Jackson. Back down to turn number 1 and 2 we go this time by. Into turn number 3 and 4. Curtis Jackson making that race car work beautifully on the top side. He's got some pace. Just over the edge of the racetrack off turn number 2. Regains it off the exit of turn number 2 though. And allows Cody Malley to close back in the 88 car. Off turn number 4 this time by though. 1 lap to go. Into turn number 1 and 2. Into turn number 3 and 4 this time by. And Curtis Jackson will get his first heat race win of the season in car number 11. I tell you what, race fans, if you didn't see it last week from Liberland Motorsports Park, go back and check out that number 11 car in the B main. Absolutely tore the walls down at Liberland last week. I tell you what, so as we get set now, we'll take a quick look at your results for heat race number 5 just quickly before going to our C main. So there it is. Jackson, Malley, Ryan, Borden are your top 4. Then you're back to Thompson, Burke, Wilson, Johnson, Nucky, and Heath Dyke down the back of the bus. So race fans, we've got 15 cars to do battle for 15 laps in tonight's C main. Cooper Wilson and James Rice on the front row. Brock Thompson, Jason Crawford, row 2. Kobe Wright and Blake Borden, row 3. Michael Mills and Darcy Wilson in row 4. Bailey Carter and Zane O'Toole in row 5. Brendan Randall and Jamie Higgs in row number 6. Then you go back to Graham Nucky and Todd Atkins and Alex Gavia down the back of the bus. So, race fans, as we get set now, top 3. We'll make it directly through to our A main here tonight here at Lucas Oil Speedway. If you're not in the top 3 at the point of the checkered flag, you'll be sitting up on the grass hill, enjoying a meat pie and a nice cold refreshment. As we say, time to go racing. Cooper Wilson and James Rice on the front row. See main time here at Lucas Oil. Green flag. Oh, 1 car around there in turn number 1 and 2. Yellow lights on the speedway. So 1 car around in turn number 1 and 2. So as we get set now for a restart, we will get set to let these guys loose once more. So as we get set right now, race fans, C main resumption. So what would be, to my understanding, pretty much a complete restart. So as we get set now, here we go, race fans. C-main time here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Green flag. Good start down to turn 1 and 2 now. Oh, one car walloped the tractor tyre in turn 1 and 2. Through turn number 3 and 4, we stay green. Coming off turn number 4 now. Down the main straight away this time by. Back down to turn number 1 and 2 as Cooper Wilson must have been watching that 5th heat race. He's up on the cushion now. So too is James Rice. Over the edge of the racetrack goes the 5 car of James Rice. Up to second now is Brock Thompson running the bottom side of the racetrack. One car going back end into turn number 1 and 2. Yellow flag once again on the speedway. So race fans, as we get set now for a restart here at Lucas Oil Speedway. So as we get set now, resumption time here for our C-main as we go back to green. Good start down to turn 1 and 2 we go. Cooper Wilson gets away nicely into turn number 3 and 4 this time by. Down the main straight away off turn number 4. 5 laps in the books. We've got 10 laps to go. Standard heat race distance. Heat 3 wide off turn number 2 though. Kobe Wright trying to make his way through the field in turn number 3 and 4. Todd Atkins got a little bit tight there coming off turn number 4 that time by. Back down to turn 1 and 2. Kobe Wright though. Flung it in big time on the top side of the speedway. Into turn number 3 and 4 we run this time by though off turn number 4. Kobe Wright trying to do exactly what Curtis Jackson did in heat race number 5. Back down to 1 and 2 we go. Off turn number 2 as Kobe Wright takes the race lead into turn number 3 and 4. We are yellow, yellow, yellow. And Kobe Wright will be about as dark as Toyam in that race car right now, as he's going to have to give the spot back to Cooper Wilson. Unfortunately, we go back to last recorded lap here at Lucas Oil Speedway. So it looks like, unfortunately, Zane O'Toole sent to the back of the bus. Obviously, primary cause of the caution. So as we get set now, resumption of our C main here at Lucas Oil Speedway. See if Kobe Wright can keep up that momentum in the 99 machine. Time to go back to green though. Good start once again down to turn number 1 and 2 as Brock Thompson looks to the bottom side, goes for the race lead off turn number 2 into turn number 3 and 4. Brock Thompson on the bottom side of the racetrack goes for the race lead. Cooper Wilson drives around the top side. Todd Atkins though tries to do the same thing in turn number 1, can't do it in turn number 1 and 2. Tries to do in turn number 3 and 4 with a double daily slide job in turn 3 and 4 though. Just hit the cushion off turn number 4, but Cooper Wilson will hold down the race lead. Back down to turn number 1 and 2. Thompson again tries the bottom side of the racetrack. Kobe Wright, though, relegated back to position number 3. Oh, no, contact in turn 3 and 4. Car upside down. We are caution yellow on the speedway. And unfortunately, all that Kobe Wright worked for is now depleted. So as looks like a little bit of controversy on the racetrack as there normally is. So as we get set to let them loose, hopefully one more time. 4 laps left on the time board. So just obviously just waiting to see what is to see what's happening on the racetrack. Just trying to get these guys sorted. So as hopefully yellow lights should be getting extinguished around the racetrack. So as we get set now, restart time. Time to go back to green as we do right now. Back down to turn number 1. In turn 1 and 2 we go. Cooper Wilson gets away nicely into turn number 3 and 4 this time by. Down the main straight away, 2 laps left to go now for your race leader of Cooper Wilson. Back down to 1 and 2 we go. Into turn number 3 and 4 as Atkins looks for a slider in turn 3 and 4 this time by. Down the main straight away is Cooper Wilson now. Side by side, back down to turn number 1. Into turn 1 and 2 we go. Atkins off the racetrack. Darcy Wilson sees it opening. Into turn number 3 and 4. Didn't take it though. In turn 3 and 4, and Cooper Wilson will get the job done. Here in tonight's C Main. So we'll have a quick look at your results for our C Main. So there it is, your final results, race fans. Cooper Wilson, Darcy Wilson. Now back to Brock Thompson. And Brock Thompson would have been your final transfer car from that one. Unfortunately for cars on back, they will be sitting in the grass hill and having a meat pie and a sausage roll. So B-Main time, race fans, here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Cohen O'Toole and Thomas Mitchell will line up on the front row. Hato Bish and Tyler Stralo in row number 2. Jason Burke and Ian Mills in row number 3. Caden Davies in position 7. Lachlan O'Shea in position 8. Lachlan Barbary and Luke Johnson in row number 5, with Jack Murphy and Tony Walsh in row number 6. Row number 7 will be Emerson O'Shea, Brad Rolfe, and Heath Dyke down the back of the bus. So as we get set, Colin O'Toole on the front row alongside the Vortex Sim Sports Speedshop51.com. WA02 machine of Thomas Mitchell. Tyler Stralo lining up on the outside of the second row. TJS Sim Sports. Number 1 machine. As we get set now, off turn number 4, green flag. Good start down to turn 1 and 2. Hato Bish, though, look for second in turn 1 and 2. Couldn't get the job done, though. Thomas Mitchell drives around the top side in turn number 3 and 4. Little bit of contact off turn 4, though. Wheel to wheel off turn number 4. Great racing off turn number 4, though. Luckily for no cars to go upside down. Into turn number 3 and 4 this time by, though. Thomas Mitchell chucks in a slider in turn number 3 and 4. Again, side by side they were coming off turn number 4. Back down to 1 and 2. This time by into turn 1 and 2. This as we go down the back straight away. Little bit of mechanical issues there for Colin O'Toole's car. Hato Bish, though, through turn 3 and 4, right through the middle part of the speedway. Thomas Mitchell lost a bit of ground there in turn number 1. Meanwhile, Stralo throws in a slider 3 wide, though, down the back straight away into turn number 3 and 4 this time. So Colin O'Toole leading into turn number 1 and 2 as Stralo throws in a slider in turn number 1. Down the back straight away we go this time by a tyre into turn number 3 and 4. Down the main straight away this time by as Tyler Stralo drives around the top side. Back down to turn number 1 and 2 we go. Ian Milnes on the bottom side of the racetrack as well. Goes past Colin O'Toole on the bottom side of the racetrack. Through 3 and 4 off turn number 4 though. Down the main chute this time by. Into turn number 1 and 2. Meanwhile, Thomas Mitchell trying to track down your race leader of Tyler Stralo. Top 3 again advancing from this one into our A main here tonight. Back down to turn number 1 and 2 we go. O'Toole on the bottom side of the speedway trying to do something there with Ian Milnes. Can't get anything done though. Through turn 3 and 4. Meanwhile, Colin O'Toole on the top side of the racetrack tries to hold down third place. It's a battle on right now for the final transfer spot in turn 1 and 2. Meanwhile, top 2 break away from the field as we are caution yellow on the speedway. So as we are caution now on the racetrack, we will get set for a restart here in just a moment. So as we get set this time, restart time here at Lucas Oil Speedway, single file restart time here at Lucas Oil tonight as we get set into our final stages of tonight's racing program. Up next, we will have our pole shuffle. Top 10. Starting positions for our A main. So here we go. Back to green off turn 4. Good restart for Tyler Strallo. Down to turn number 1 and 2 we go this time by. Down the back straight away we go to turn number 3 and 4. Ian Milnes looking on the bottom side of the speedway in the Valvoline number 33 car. Off turn number 4 though, this time by. Down the main straight away we go. Back down to 1 and 2 with 5 laps remaining. Slide job there from Lachlan Barbary. Into turn number 1 and turn number 3 and 4 this time by though we go. Slide job. Oh, Strallo had to jump on the brakes and try to turn the car down the racetrack. Back down to 1 and 2 this time. Strallo tries to regain the race lead, but Thomas Mitchell, he's got that horsepower down in that race car right now. Through turn number 3 and 4 this time by. Slide job again from Thomas Mitchell. Side by side they go back down to 1 with 3 laps to go here in tonight's Speed Car B main. Off turn number 2 though we go down the back straight away. How about Ian Milnes? On the bottom side, gets a little bit tight there, makes a mistake off turn number 4. Down the main straight away we go, back down to turn number 1 and 2. Oh, race fans, it's all on right now to turn number 3 and 4 this time by. 1 lap to go now for your race leader of Tyler Strallo. Strallo runs a slider line in turn 1 and 2, but here comes Thomas Mitchell. Mitchell, though, for one last look into turn number 3 and 4. Who's it going to be the start line of turn number 4? Tyler Strallo will get the job done. Second will go to Thomas Mitchell. Third will go to Ian Milnes. Fourth will go to Lachlan Barbary. Well, race fans. So, race fans, as it's time now for the best part of the program and my favourite part as well, it's time now for our pole shuffle. In turn number 3 and 4, cars will line up this time on the infield in turn number 1 and 2. So as we get set now, cars rolling out onto the racetrack. So as we will get set to let them loose. So our first pairing here in tonight's Speed Car B main. So we will have Rowan Jones and looks like possibly Cody Malley. So we get set now, race fans. 2 laps on the board. How it works for our pole shuffle tonight. 2 cars, 2 laps. The winner will continue on. The loser will start from position number 10. This is where it gets good, race fans. Time to go green with our pole shuffle. Rowan Jones and Cody Malley on the racetrack right now. 2 on the board. We're green. Good start down to turn 1 and 2 we go. Jones on the bottom side of the racetrack into turn number 3 and 4 this time. Malley on the top side. Malley puts the horsepower down off turn number 4. Gets a little bit sideways down the main straightaway. Back down to 1 and 2. 1 lap to go into turn number 1. Off turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Cody Malley into turn number 3 and 4 this time by. Down the main straightaway we go. Who will it be? It's going to be Rowan Jones. At the start line, Cody Malley will start from position number 10. Well, race fans, that is what you pay your lunch money for. Here at Lucas Oil Speedway, Oscar Ames is the next car out on the racetrack. So as we get set now, race fans, for this one. This one is for position number 9 on the racetrack. Time to go green. Rowan Jones up against Oscar Ames. Here we go. Back down to turn number 1 and 2 we go. Ames on the bottom side of the speedway. Jones gets the power down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4 this time by. Ames runs the bottom side of the racetrack off turn number 4. Rowan Jones, though, runs the cushion into turn number 1. Slide job from Oscar Ames into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway we go. A little bit of contact there between these 2 guys on the racetrack. Off turn number 4, though, coming down the main straightaway, and Rowan Jones, 2 for 2. Oscar Ames will start from position number 9. So here we go, race fans. James Oliver, I think it is. Off turn number 4. We are green for this one. We'll find out right now who it is on the racetrack. Into turn number 1 and 2 we go. A little bit of contact there between these 2 guys out on the racetrack right now. Through turn number 3 and 4 this time by, though. White flag is out. So James Oliver it is in car number 91. Meanwhile, through turn number 3 and 4, though, for the final time in this one, it will be Rowan Jones. It's a hat-trick for the 1R machine. So Rowan Jones on a mission here tonight in the Enviro Lab Varco Wheels number 1R machine. Here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Next car out. He's an absolute legend when it comes to these little cars. Driving the Titan Garage and Carports 87 Creative number 21. It's Harry Stewart. Green flag down to turn number 1 and 2. Jones makes a mistake in turn number 1. He's got some ground to make up now in that 1R machine. But Harry Stewart, smooth as silk on the bottom side of the racetrack, though. Drives away in that Titan Garage and Carports. 87 Creative United Sim Sports number 21 car. Down the back, straight away we go. Into turn number 3 and 4. Harry Stewart, though, will get the job done in this one. Rowan Jones will start from position number 7. So next car out, absolutely put a monster of a run on in heat race number 5, driving car number 11. This is Curtis Jackson. Green flag now, race fans, for this one. Curtis Jackson, though, gets a monster of a run down to turn number 1. Harry Stewart looks to the inside. They make contact and Stewart's upside down. Harry Stewart upside down in car number 21. Meanwhile, we stay green though. 1 lap to go and Curtis Jackson in car number 11 is about to defeat your current Australian Compact Speed Car champion. So as we get set now, Harry Stewart will head back to the pit area. And Curtis Jackson, as we get set now, race fans, for tonight's pole shuffle, Curtis Jackson up against Aston Rodriguez. Time to go green here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Time to go. Good start down to turn number 1. Side by side off turn number 2. Down the back straight away, we're going to turn number 3 and 4 this time by Jackson. Runs the bottom side of the speedway. Gets a little bit crossed up off turn number 4. White flag is out though. And Aston Rodriguez will drive away in car number 30. Back down to turn number 3 and 4 this time by. Down the main straight away we go. And Aston Rodriguez will continue on. Well, I tell you what, race fans, we get ever closer to the battle for our pole position here tonight. Next car on the speedway, driving the Vortex SimSports, SpeedShot51.com, LCJ Carpentry, number 88 car. This is Nathan Van Der Wacker as we are green. Into turn number 1 and 2. Van Der Wacker uses the slider line to his advantage. Gets off the edge of the racetrack though. Wheel to wheel into turn number 3 and 4 we go. Van Der Wacker on the top side of the racetrack. Gets a little bit loose coming off turn number 4 though. Down the main straight away this time by into turn number 1. Oh, Rodriguez almost banged wheels in turn 1 and 2. Through turn number 3 and 4 we go though this time by down the main straight away. And it will be Nathan Van Der Wacker getting the job done. Aston Rodriguez will continue on. Next car on the racetrack now. Driving car number 26 for New South Wales. This is Leo Heaton. So as we're green now, into turn 1 and 2 we go. Van Der Wacker with a good start on the top side of the speedway. Leo Heaton, those your early race leader. Into turn number 3 and 4 we go. Van Der Wacker on the top side, turns it down the racetrack. Side by side into turn number 1 and 2. Van Der Wacker with a slow job on Leo Heaton though. Down the back straight away we go into turn number 3 and 4 this time. Van Der Wacker protects the bottom side of the racetrack. Off turn number 4, but it's going to be off turn number 4, Leo Heaton wins. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what you call a pole shuffle. So, race fans, as we get set now for our pole position race, best of 3 we go. Riley Stewart is on the racetrack now in the NLRA number 96 car. Back down to 1 and 2 we go this time. Heaton with a good run into turn number 3. Riley Stewart, though, on the top side of the racetrack, though, belts it round the cushion. Down the main straight away, 1 lap to go. Into turn number 1 and 2. Heaton runs the cushion coming off turn number 2, though, but Riley Stewart will go down to the bottom in turn number 3 and 4. Gets a little bit crossed up off turn number 4, though. Down the main straight away, but Riley Stewart just pips Leo Heaton at the start line. Whoa, race fans. Here we go. If Riley Stewart can get this one done, he will start on pole position in our 35 lap A main here tonight at Lucas Oil Speedway. Time now to go green. Good start into turn 1 and 2. Stewart They go side by side into turn number 3. Oh, Stewart gets the jump into turn number 3 and 4, though. Down the main straight away now. 1 lap to go. Here in our pole shuffle here tonight here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Stewart goes to the top side in turn number 1. Heaton on the bottom side of the racetrack. Down the back straight away we go. Come on, race fans. How about it? Off turn number 4. It's going to be Leo Heaton. Oh, close call. Whoa, race fans. As race control is about to review that, we might be going one more time. Who wants to see these guys go one more time? Here at Lucas Oil Speedway, as we get set now, race fans. It's been scored 1-1. Here we go. One more time. Riley Stewart up against Leo Heaton. Race fans, this is for pole position. We're green. Into turn 1 and 2 we go. This time by Riley Stewart. Leads off turn number 4. 1 lap to go. Into turn number 1 and 2. Heaton on the bottom. Side by side. Into turn number 3 and 4. Who's it going to be, race fans? Oh, Leo Heaton got the jump off turn number 4. Good stuff, race fans. How about it? Leo Heaton will start on pole position here tonight in our Speed Car A main. So, race fans, as we get set now, we'll have a short break here on iRacing Outlaws TV. We will go into your A main very soon as cars will get to hot lap the racetrack. Cars that haven't been out there for quite some time will have a chance to know what this racetrack is doing. We'll take a short break, be back on the side of this. Your Speed Car A main is up next.
For a better way to buy garden power tools, you'll have to go to your local still specialist. They're experts, so you'll get the tool you need. They'll familiarise you with the tool and get it ready to go. Better still, they can service it too, so it'll last for years. Still Garden Power Tools, only from Still Specialist stores. Find yours online. Better Still.
Well, race fans, welcome back to the show here at Lucas Oil Speedway. It's time now to get set for your Speed Car A main. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go, race fans. Time now for your Speed Car A main. Let's take a look at your starting grid. from position number 24, driving car WA02, Thomas Mitchell. Position 23, driving car number 5, Darcy Wilson. Position 22, driving car number 1 for TJS Sim Sports, Tyler Strallo. Position number 21, driving car number 14 for Beat the Dark, Cooper Wilson. Position number 20, driving car number 13, Corey Borden. Position number 19, driving car number 12, Cam Brooks. Position number 18, driving car number 18, Cody Metcalf. Position number 17 from Western Australia, driving car number 20, Bentley Summers. Position number 16 from Western Australia, driving car number 81 for Beat the Dark, Joshua Walton. Position number 15, driving car number 7, Nick Ryan. Position number 14, driving car number 69, Craig Plater. Position number 13, driving car number 37, Cameron O'Brien. Position number 12, driving car number 48, Bradley Oldfield. Position number 11, driving car number 51, Jarvis Petch. And then, race fans, we have your top 10 from tonight's Speed Car Pole Shuffle. As we get set now, we will line them up in 4 wide. So, race fans, the drivers have been given the signal to line up 4 wide. Oh, this is a great sight. As we say, race fans, here on iRacing Daily TV and across Speedway in Australia, there is no better sight in world motorsport than the 4 wide salute to you, the race fans, as they are saluting you this evening and coming out and watching round number 7 of the Jsi Sundays Speed Car Short Track Super Series here at Lucas Oil Speedway. I tell you what, race fans, if you haven't got goosebumps, you haven't got blood. These drivers are 4 wide. Bang your hands together if you're sitting at home in your lounge chair. Make sure the TV's up nice and loud, because it's time to go racing here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Drivers now told to break formation. We'll line up in the double conga line of menace. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, this racetrack has been on point all night here tonight. She's gripped up and she's fast. We've got 24 speed cars set to do battle right now here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, for the final time here tonight, it's showtime here at Lucas Oil Speedway. 35 laps on the board, 24 speed cars. Time to go racing! We are green into turn number 3 and 4. Vanuatu on the bottom side of the racetrack, down through into turn number 1. Vanuatu on the bottom side, slide job there from Aston Rodriguez in turn number 1 and 2. Into turn number 3 and 4, this time by Heaton on the bottom side of the racetrack. Nathan Vanuatu though there as well in turn number 1 and 2. Into turn number 3 and 4 we go though, this time by Riley Stewart on the bottom side of the racetrack. So upstairs at the moment though is Aston Rodriguez and Harry Stewart in turn number 1 and 2. Nathan Vanuatu though hit that tractor tyre there in turn number 1 and 2 that time by. Hopefully no damage to that race car. As they exit turn number 2, down the back straight away, this time by into turn number 3 and 4. Your race leader right now is Leo Heaton as we are caution yellow on the racetrack. So as we get set, race fans, this time by to go back to green. Heaton is your race leader. Vanderwacker back there in second. Riley Stewart in position 3. Aston Rodriguez in position 4. Then you go back to the 99 car of Oscar Ames. Harry Stewart in car number 21 back there in position number 6. So as we get set now, cars will line up 2x2 formation. So we go double file up until the last 10 laps. So as we get set now, race fans, time to go back to green here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Heaton, Vanderwacker, Riley Stewart, Aston Rodriguez, we're back to green. Good start down to turn 1 and 2 we go. Aston Rodriguez trying to make something work with that race car right now. Into turn number 3 and 4 this time by. Down the main straight away we go. Oh, one car on the wall. Upside down is Harry Stewart. Harry Stewart upside down in car number 21. Oh, dear. So, unfortunately, bad luck for Harry Stewart. Not the way you want to end your night here tonight. So as we get set this time by, restart time here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Looks like we are going to go single file, as called by race control. So Leo Heaton jumps back on the gas as we go back to green. Working lap number 8 now of 35. Into turn number 1 and 2 we go. Down the back straight away. Here comes Riley Stewart though. Powers round the top side in turn 1 and 2. Does it again in turn number 3 and 4. Down the main straight away we go now. Back down to turn number 1. Stewart. Riley Stewart that is. He's got some power on the top side at the moment. Trying to hold down second place over Oscar Ames. Into corners 3 and 4 we go though this time by. Back down to turn number 1. Riley Stewart on the top side of the racetrack. It's a Hornet's Nest of race cars in behind them. At the moment into turn number 3 and 4. Down the main straight away this time by here at Lucas Oil Speedway. 10 laps in the books. We've got 25 to go. Here in our Speed Car A main for round number 7 of the Jsi Sundays Speed Car Short Track Super Series. Back down to turn number 1 and 2 with 24 laps to go. Down the back chute we go into turn number 3 and 4. Oscar Ames looking for another podium this season. We're caution yellow again in turn number 1 and 2. So as we get set now for a restart here at Lucas Oil Speedway. So as we get set right now, race fans, time to come back to green flag racing. This time by off turn number 4, back down to turn number 1 and 2 we go. As it's all on right now through turn 1 and 2. Into turn number 3 and 4 this time by as we go down the main straightaway. Back down to turn number 1 and 2 we go this time by though. As caution once again on the speedway. So race fans, as we get set once again to go back to green flag racing. So as we get set, once again, race fans, time to go back to green here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Green flag is back out. Into turn 1 and 2 we go. Down the back straight away this time by into turn number 3 and 4. This time by 15 laps in the books. We've still got 20 laps to go here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Into turn number 3 and 4 we go though. This time by though, Riley Stewart back to the 4th position right now. Trying to run through the middle part of the speedway, trying to find some grip out on that racetrack. Meanwhile, into turn number 3 and 4 this time by though, Aston Rodriguez. Now up into position number 3, and he's not done there yet, looking for furthermore in turn 1 and 2 right now. Down the back straightaway is Aston Rodriguez. Looks for second over Oscar Ames into turn 3 and 4. Down the main straightaway this time by though, side by side for second into turn number 1. Here comes Nathan Van Der Wacker though, trying to upset the apple cart into turn number 1 and 2. Can't get the job done into turn number 3 and 4 this time by we go though. Contact between Riley Stewart and Nathan Van Der Wacker off turn number 4. This time by we've got 16 laps to go. Into turn number 3 and 4 we are caution yellow flag once again. So as we get set once more to do battle here in our Speed Car A main here tonight. So as we get set once more to let them loose. Here at Lucas Oil Speedway. We've got 15 laps on the board. Down now to our standard last chance qualifier laps. So it looks like not going green this time. Pace car back out on the racetrack. So we should be going green this time by. Yep, pace car pulls back in. So we get set to go once more. Heaton, Rodriguez, Ames, Oldfield, Vanderwacker, Riley Stewart, your top six. Time to go back to green here, race fans, here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Let's get it done. Back down to 1 and 2. Heaton. Smooth as silk into turn number 3 and 4. Rodriguez powers round the top side. Off turn number 4. Back down to 1 and 2 we go. Rodriguez has found something a little bit through the middle part of the speedway there. Puts the power down, takes the race lead. Into turn number 3 and 4. We're yellow once again. So, race fans, we're going to get this race in, hopefully. Still got 14 laps left on the time ticker. So, hopefully, fuel's still all good for the guys here tonight. I know we're going to run a little bit low last week at Lernerville Speedway. Oh, sorry, no, that was for the State of Origin. We were at Limeland with the speed cars. So we go back to green right now off turn number 4. Good restart from Heaton. Back down to turn number 1 and 2 we go. Oh, Oldfield. Got a little bit crossed up there in turn number 1 and 2. Through turn number 3 and 4 this time by, though. Bradley Oldfield, though, trying to make something work right now with that race car. Goes for second in turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straight away we go. This time by into turn number 3 and 4. Heaton is your race leader. Down the back chute we go now into turn number 3 and 4. Down the main straightaway we go. Heaton with 10 to go. 10 laps remaining as we are yellow. Yellow once again on the racetrack. So as we get set now to resume our A main, 10 laps left on the board. So as we get set now to do it all once again here at Lucas Oil Speedway, pace car should be getting set to pull in this time by. So as the lights are out on the pace truck, he'll take the right-hand turn back to pit lane, and we'll let these guys loose for our final 10 laps of tonight's Speed Car A Main here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Time to go back to green right now off turn number 4. Heaton gets a good start back down to turn number 1. Drifts up the racetrack, tries to block the line away from Bradley Oldfield though. Into turn number 3 and 4 we go though, this time by 3 wide for second if you don't mind off turn number 4. Down the main straight away we go, back down to turn number 1 and 2. Oldfield knocking on the rear door of the 26 car of Leo Heaton. He's led since the drop of the green flag. Here tonight at Lucas Oil Speedway, now looking for an upset into turn number 1. Oldfield puts the power down in the 51 car now. Into turn number 3 and 4 we go though, this time by Heaton. Still runs the bottom line of the racetrack. Into turn number 1 we go. That's where it's been working for him. 6 laps left on the board. Into turn number 3 and 4 we go though, this time by down the main straightaway with 5 laps to go. Back down to turn number 1. Oh, a little bit of contact there between your top 2. Down the back straightaway we go into turn number 3 and 4 this time. Heaton, Oldfield, Rodriguez, Riley Stewart, your top 4. Back down to turn number 1 and 2. Riley Stewart, he's going to try and do something here with that 96 car. Back down to turn number 1 with 3 on the board. Back down to turn 1 and 2 as Riley Stewart looks to the inside on Aston Rodriguez. Side by side if you don't mind in turn 3 and 4. Wheel to wheel off turn number 4 though. 2 laps left to go. Here in our Speed Car A main for tonight here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Down the back straight away we go to turn number 3 and 4. This time by white lights are a-flashing here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Down the main straightaway now. White flag is out. Into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, battle is on right now for final transfers, final positions in tonight's A main. But we go through turn number 1 and turn number 3 and 4. And as Leo Heaton will get the job done. Second will go to Bradley Oldfield. And third overall will go to Cooper Wilson. So there it is, race fans. Your A main is done and dusted here tonight. Leo Heaton is your race winner. Second to Bradley Oldfield and third to Cooper Wilson. So as we will take a look at your final results for tonight. So there it is, race fans. Leo Heaton over Bradley Oldfield. Cooper Wilson home in third. Near back to Nathan Vanderwacker, Oscar Ames, Cody Malley, James Oliver, Cam Brooks, Bentley Summers and Cody Metcalf to round out your top 10. Near back to Ian Milnes, Thomas Mitchell and Riley Stewart, your 13th car to be on the lead lap. Down the back of the bus, we've got Aston Rodriguez, Craig Plater, Tyler Stralo, Josh Walton, Curtis Jackson, Darcy Wilson in position number 20. Well, race fans, that is your A-main done for tonight. We will have a chat with your top 3 in just a moment. Well, race fans, we will kick it off right now with your interviews with your drivers here tonight. So we'll just make sure that the headset's still turned on. So, race fans, we'll bring in your third place car here tonight. Home in third place, he battled his way through the field here tonight here at Lucas Oil Speedway, up 18 positions in our speed car A-main here tonight, race fans. How about giving it up for the Be the Dark, Hobbs Trenching and Boring number 14 car of Cooper Wilson. Coops, mate, that's a pretty cool effort. Up 18 positions, mate, in our speed car A-main here tonight. That's pretty cool. Sorry, mate. I had issues with this last week. Just give me 2 seconds. For some reason, it doesn't like me.
G'day.
Right, we'll start again. Coops, mate, that's a pretty cool little ordeal, mate. Home up 18 positions, man. That's not a bad way to finish off the night here at Lucas Oil Speedway.
Yeah. Like I said, I knew I was starting a fair way back there, so I had to work hard, and then I had a little incident on the first lap, first corner, and sort of got shot to the bottom, and then I looked at the leaderboard and I was 24th, and that's when I thought she was all over and I was just going to be running around for a bit of fun. But then we got up through the field and started coming through, and then got up to about 5th, I think, and then the 2 cars in 3rd and 4th had their incident and we just slipped through, so pretty happy with that. Once we started moving, I was quite happy, so.
Mate, awesome stuff here tonight here at Lucas Oil Speedway, mate. Obviously, thank all the boys in Discord, thank all the sponsors on this race car, mate. I'm pretty sure that there's a few special people on this race car you want to thank for tonight's efforts, mate. Well done.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just like to say a big thanks to Hobbs. He does a great job for the team. Beat the Dark, it's great what he does. Hobbs, Trenching and Boring, North Central Solutions, 81 Racewear. And all the boys in Discord that were there tonight, helping me through. Bad luck to Josh there. And good job to everyone else. Thanks.
Well, there it is, race fans. Cooper Wilson home in position number 3 here tonight. Congratulations, mate, and we'll see you back next week, hopefully, and put it up another couple of steps further, mate. Well done.
Hopefully.
So there it is, Cooper Wilson home in position number 3 here tonight. We'll have a chat with the man that comes home in position number 2, and I tell you what, race fans, it was close at the start line on that final lap. Home in position number 2 here tonight, driving United Sim Sports number 51. How about it for Bradley Oldfield? Brad, mate, that's not a bad way to cap off the night. Up 10 positions in our A-main here tonight, mate. That's a pretty cool little ordeal for the United Sim Sports team.
Yeah, maybe one of these times I might actually qualify, then maybe put myself in a better spot for come feature time. But no, I had fun. Just came in last minute. Didn't do any laps before like the first heat because I didn't do practice or quality, none of that. So just felt it out come the heat, and I had a bit of luck. A couple of cars bidding it in front of me, so I had a bit of luck, and and then ended up starting out the P12, and car was good for the first half. I knew that it was probably going to be on the bottom most of the feature, so I was trying up high for most of it. I didn't actually anticipate ending up that high up towards the front because I didn't think I was going to be like competitive enough. But no, it was good. I had fun.
Mate, top stuff here tonight. Just talk us through this racetrack, mate. Obviously, like you said, no laps in the car before your heat race. Talk us through this racetrack, mate. She was pretty slick out there tonight. Obviously got really nice and racy up on the top side. Obviously in turn 1 and 2 and also in turn 3 and 4, mate, there was still a little bit of moisture up there on the top side.
Yeah, not discrediting the admins because they do an awesome job, but they probably maybe just let it go a little bit too long. And it just made the track just a little bit, like come the end of the race, the track was just a little bit too far gone. So it made it very difficult to pass Leo.
Mate, congratulations on second place here tonight. Thank all the sponsors on this race car, mate. Thank all the people behind the scenes, and I'm pretty sure there's a few people I want to thank for tonight.
Yeah, just thanks to Harry and Darcy. They were both having terrible races, so they were just yapping in my ear the whole time, so that was cool. But congrats to Leo and Cooper on third. Leo did everything he had to. He held his line, and it was going to be real tough to pass him. He did everything he could, or did everything he had to just to hold me back. But I felt good, but just got to thank the guys, United, Slick Sim Sport, yeah, everyone back in the Discord. They all know who they are.
Well, there it is, race fans. Bradley Oldfield home in position number 2 here tonight. Congratulations, mate. And hopefully we'll see you back next week for the grand finale. Well done.
Yeah, hopefully.
So there it is, race fans. Bradley Oldfield home in position number 2 here tonight. Well, race fans, he led the race from the drop of the green flag, all 35 laps held by the driver in the New South Wales number 26 car. How about it for Leo Heaton? Leo, mate, that's a pretty cool little stat. Led pretty much all 35 laps here tonight, mate. Obviously, the guys made it hard out there for you tonight.
Yeah, it's pretty good to get a decent result after having heaps of bad luck recently in the series. So, yeah, to get a win tonight, I'm pretty happy with that.
Mate, just talk us through this racetrack. You pretty much stuck it to the bottom side of the racetrack for obviously 99.9% of the night here tonight. But obviously the guys were getting runs on the top side of the speedway as well. And just talk us through this racetrack, mate, because from my point of view, she was pretty racy.
Yeah, on the yellow, I've looked at the top and it looked pretty thin. So I thought I'd just stay at the bottom because it seemed to work for me. So I may as well stay down there. And well, if I drop back, I'll move around a bit, but that didn't happen, thankfully. So, yeah.
Mate, top stuff here tonight here at Lucas Oil Speedway, mate. Obviously, thank all the boys in Discord, mate. Thank all the sponsors on this race car, mate. I'm pretty sure there's a few people I want to thank for tonight.
Yeah, cheers to Josh, to 81 Racewear, and We've got Speed Lab with Brad O'Brien, and yeah, I think that's it.
Well, there it is, race fans. Leo Heaton home on the top step here tonight. Congratulations, mate. Grand finale next week. What's going to be the game plan, mate, coming into that one?
Oh, I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. I don't even know what track it is.
That's it. I don't actually either, to be honest with you. I think it might be Kern County, to be honest.
Oh, that's
so
all right.
I think so. I think that's going to be a good little track. Mate, congratulations. Hopefully we'll see you back next week. Well done.
Yeah, cheers, Matt.
So there it is, Leo Heaton home on the top step here tonight. Always good to chat with our top three. Always cool to get their insights and find out what their thoughts are and were on the racetrack here tonight. And, well, race fans, that'll do us here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Hopefully everyone enjoyed all the action here tonight. It was an absolute cracker show. Some good racing towards the end of the A main, obviously with all the yellows in between. But obviously, nonetheless, good stuff to all our drivers here tonight. Well, race fans, that'll do us here from Lucas Oil Speedway. Congratulations to our top three, Leo Heaton, Bradley Oldfield, and Cooper Wilson. We'll see you guys next week for round number 8 and the grand finale of the Jsi Sundays SPEEDCAR Short Track Super Series. Be sure to tune in on Thursday for round number 2 of the JSI Thursdays State of Origin mate versus state race. And I'm pretty sure we roll into Limaland for that one. So we should be cool to go there at Limaland on Thursday night. So be sure to tune in for that one as well. It's going to be a cracking show live from Limaland Motorsports Park. Be sure to tune in, race fans. Have a good week, and we'll see you guys on Thursday. Good night.
For a better way to buy garden power tools, you'll have to go to your local still specialist. They're experts, so you'll get the tool you need. They'll familiarise you with the tool and get it ready to go. Better still, they can service it too, so it'll last for years. Still Garden Power Tools, only from Still Specialist Stores. Find yours online. Better still.